When Hope Muir gave me the chance to remount a work here, I suggested Flight Pattern. I made Flight Pattern in 2017 for the Royal Ballet in London, and 9 years later, I still feel like it's a keeper, meaning it still has a hold on me. I'm still interested in it. I still care about it. I'm still convinced about it. I'm still curious about what it can do and how it can keep evolving as it inhabits new human beings. And the world has changed, or rather, the pressure points have shifted, but there are new wounds in different places. In 2017, I was creating Flight Pattern as the Syrian refugee crisis was unfolding. 9 years later, current events are reiterating the horrors of what humans are capable of doing to each other. And we feel powerless and distraught and hopeless. And when you think about making and sharing an artwork at times like these, a force like outrage can be really motivating. But outrage has its limits. Curiosity feels more vital and generative to me and more transformative. I don't want to express my feelings. I want to make something out of these difficult questions. The story of refugees is so vast, so colossal, and so overwhelming. I decided to zoom in on the idea of a border, in both a literal and a figurative sense. What is it like to be at a border? A checkpoint, a holding area, a waiting room, a shelter, a camp. To be in that in-between state. To have left one life, but to not yet have entered another. Waiting, sometimes for days, weeks, sometimes for years. Flight Pattern is placed on that threshold between despair and hope. In 1976, Gorecki created his Symphony No. 3, Symphony of Sorrowful Songs. Though many have connected this work to the subject of war, and specifically the Holocaust, Gorecki never offered the symphony as a response to a specific event. Rather, as an evocation of love and loss between a mother and child, he hoped that the work would resonate with people in a universal sense, beyond any particular time or place or circumstance. And of course, it has resonated with millions of humans in the most extraordinary and beautiful way. I like to think of the first movement as a kind of palindrome, with the sense and the sound of many, building and unbuilding at either end, and the lament of a single individual at the center. And that lone human voice distills a magnitude of suffering into something that we can approach and embody. And I cannot wait to hear Measha Brueggergosman-Lee sing it. The National Ballet of Canada has been a very important and beautiful part of my story, of my creative life. And I like to think that we have the opportunity to grow and to keep learning from each other as the future unfolds. I'm very, very, very fortunate to be able to create and share my work here.